Hey, this is Logan Shinholster with Contractor Growth Network, and I want to walk you through a really sick site that we are about to launch for a landscape design company. All right, so here's what's really cool about this, because if you're a landscape design build firm, you're definitely going to want to check this out, because the way that Land Designs by Colton sets their site, not only their site up, but also their packaging up, really helps them stand out. So let me walk you through the overall goal of the site, the before, the after, so you have a really good view of what is really going on and what's working in the market. So first off, what was super cool about Jonathan and Flavia Colton was that they actually had on their old site a lot of great pictures, which at the heart of it all is a lot of times what helps you sell a lot of work, right? Showing that you've done this stuff, showing the beauty behind your work. It's awesome. However, it lacked a few big aspects, but one of the first things that when you come in, it's confusing on what happens next. Okay? People, humans, we love to be led, right? So right now when we come in, it has something that kind of says find out more, but it doesn't always show exactly what we want to show, right? They're trying to essentially get somebody to spend $50,000, $60,000 in their backyard, and a lot of it is the website's just not doing what it should be doing, right? This is a basic website. What we want to build is what we have is our EPP sales tool. And what that does is that not only uses the images of the amazing work that they do, but it also guides the homeowner through the entire process. Because at the end of the day, it's the contractor's ability to guide the homeowner through the process to get the end result that's amazing. All right, so let me walk you through the new site and show how all this stuff works. So the way that everybody's going to use the site, homeowners specifically, is the first thing they do when they come on a website is they scroll all the way down. As I just do a quick scroll down, scroll back up, let me guide you through how this all works. So first and foremost, what we want to do here is we need to get somebody emotionally invested into the project first. All right, because if people look at you as just a commodity that you don't really know what you're doing, or maybe they could hire you for 30 grand or they could hire somebody else for 10 grand, if they feel like you are delivering the same product and the same experience as somebody else, they're going to go with somebody cheaper. So if you need to position your end product as something above and beyond what others are going to do. All right, so let me go through a little bit of this. When everyone's at home, at the same time, a smaller space can become anything but peaceful. You could step outside for a bit, but you don't have a place to sit. And let's face it, those plants have seen better days. There's so much potential in your backyard. Imagine a personal Eden where you could blend together beautiful plants, various textures of rock and wood, and all kinds of colors and tones. Imagine a healthier space where your kids can play all day and you can enjoy the wonders of nature. And if you add a deck with an outdoor kitchen, you'll have the perfect space to grill out with your friends on the weekend. Not to mention that you can relax by yourself near the fireplace on chilly evenings. An outdoor living space ties it all together. Let's add some extra charm to your home. All right, so when somebody reads that, they're now thinking of the different textures they can add to their backyard. They're now thinking of their friends and family and grilling out and Memorial Day and July 4th, all that stuff. That's all coming into their head. And guess what? The image of the work that you do is right next to it. So you're showing them essentially both the problem and what their life can be in a visual version mentally, plus showing them the actual photos of it. All right, now we love to call out awesome upgrades. Why do we do that? Because instead of you, the contractor, feeling like you have to upsell your way to profitability, people are going to come to you when they read this stuff. They're going to know, oh, okay, they've got me covered. And then they're going to come to you and say, hey, I want to talk to you about adding in a couple garden beds and a pondless water feature, right? So now they're coming to you to increase the overall ticket price. All right. Now, what is really cool about them is they have a really nice, easy, simple to follow process. And the best part is how it works the Colton way. This positions them as the leader, right? You don't just want this done. You want this done the Colton way. Now people are looking up to them as the gold standard of how to get an outdoor living space. And here's the real kicker of it all. We need to, now that everybody's excited and they trust you and they love what you're talking about and they know your process and you're the leader, now we need to essentially establish, look, these are the prices, right? at the end of the day, this is a very objective thing, right? The price is the price. You as a contractor, you know what you need to do to hit your numbers, right? It's not cool making 10% profit on these projects. That sucks. That really does suck. So if we can make this objective on the website, now what Jonathan Flavia will do is, first off, anybody that comes through the website is going to get pre-qualified. And anybody that calls them up for maybe a referral or a yard sign or somewhere else, instead of them saying, great, let's have a conversation, they'll say, do me a favor, I want you to walk through my website. This is going to be your cheapest employee because this will pre-qualify people over and over and over again. And not only is it going to weed out tire kickers, it's also going to encourage people to get enthused about talking with you. This old site doesn't do any of that. Let's just go through construction, right? It shows this. That's all it does. Well, over here, it guides you through the full process. The emotion behind it, that's the E. The process behind how it works, that's the first P. The pricing, that's the second P, right? And now we're showing a lot of these befores and afters, showing what somebody's backyard can look like, right? You want to see more of this? We can go through the portfolio together to show how it all works. And the best part is once somebody goes through it all, they're hyped up, they're ready to go. This is all flowing into the right place. We'll get them over to the contact page. They fill out their information right here, and guess what? John and Flavia call them back up and go through their pre-qualification process. So before driving out to someone's house to give an estimate, not knowing what the person wants necessarily, not really having an understanding of their ballpark budget, they're able to guide this person through the website. They say stuff like, oh, you want a backyard outdoor living space? Pull up the outdoor living space page. Scroll down a little bit and check out some of those upgrades. What are your thoughts there? And the person is going to say, yeah, that looks good. I'm looking for a couple vertical gardens and some custom lighting. And they're sitting here just taking notes. And all this person is doing is essentially building up the quote unquote scope of work for them. And then as they keep going, they show them the process. Then they say, scroll down some more. And guess what? They shut up. They don't say anything, and they let the website do the hard stuff, aka walk through ballpark pricing. There's nothing worse than driving out to someone's house to do an estimate. You have an amazing conversation, you come back, you write up a proposal, you send it over, and they go, oh my God, this is 7.5 times higher than what I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to not respond to them. And now you just got ghosted, and that sucks. So these are going to be the best sales tool you ever have. If there's a shortcut to generating and selling more work in your contracting business, it is getting one of these CGN 3-step systems, and a big part of that is this EPP sales tool. It's incredible stuff. Thank you very much.